Hi everyone and welcome back to the Brick Buds. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to be reviewing set 10293, which is Santa's Visit, the new Winter Village set. So I mentioned in my brick haul on Wednesday that I would be building this as quick as possible and getting a review out. I also mentioned on my stream last week that we would be having a look in the Lego room to see what changes Ian has been up to. I can't do both of those things, and actually I thought this would be more important because this has to go into the work that Ian has been doing in the Lego room. So I'll put that off a couple of weeks, let Ian make a few more changes up there before we do a city update. And instead we got this today. So just quite exciting. So let's get straight into it and get the set opened. So the set has 1,445 pieces that's split over 9 bags, 4 stickers. There's 2 booklets to build, so you can do the small peripheral build and the main build at the same time. 4 minifigures, and it's costing $79.99 in the UK, $99.99 in the US, and $89.99 in Europe. If you want to pick up the set, then I do have some affiliate links in the description below that just help out the channel, so consider using those. But let's get it built and reviewed. I'm trying something new this week, so we're not doing a speed build, we're just doing a bag by bag update for you. So let me know what you think of that at the end of the video. That would be really helpful, and I'll catch you in a bit. So here's the completed set. It was quite a quick build. First thoughts is that it looks pretty attractive. I like the colour scheme. I have seen some people on Instagram suggesting recolours. Specifically the red one looks amazing. But I actually really like the blue that it's in. And it contrasts quite well with the Winter Village cottage that we already have. Although I probably wouldn't put them too close together. So that's the one thing that I would say about this, is that I'm a bit disappointed that it's not like a shop or a building with some sort of purpose. And it's just another house, because we've already got the Winter Village cottage. But that said, obviously you do need more than one place to live in a village, I would imagine. So I'm going to let it slide. And also because it's so attractive. You can see that it's got quite a good pitch on that roof there. I would say that ties in better to the newer Winter Village sets rather than the old ones where they have slightly less steep pitches. I really like this technique with for the bells of holly. I think those look really good. And they've gone slightly away from the traditional bench and lamppost that they seem to put in every Winter Village set. And instead you've got this mini build, which is like a front gate. So I can imagine that they do have a garden, and it gives you the flexibility to work out where you actually want to place that, because it's not connected, which is nice. It's got the little mailbox as well. Thankfully, they haven't moved away from doing a different tree with every Winter Village set. So we've got the Christmas tree down here. I'll bring that slightly closer. So this one's quite built up on the base. And that's because it's housing a light brick. So if you pop down on the top, the whole tree lights up. And actually, I find that really disappointing. I don't know if our light brick is just really not very bright, but I don't know. I don't think you can really tell, especially not on the camera. I think that's meant to sit in the base, like so. And then put that. But it also doesn't fit in very easily, so. I mean, it's cool, but it's not as cool as it could be. Again, they don't really have much colour variety in the baubles. They've just got the 4 colours. I would like some purple in there, personally. And they've used a gem piece for the top of the star. They've used stars in the past, so I think that would be better. But I don't know, it's not too bad. I can't really comment on the build technique itself because Ian built the Christmas tree. But it does look nice. It's got quite a few different types of slopes up there to give it shape. And it does slope out nicely. So it's taller at the, wider at the bottom than at the top, as you'd expect from a Christmas tree. So yeah, I think it probably would have been an okay build. So you always get the little presents to put under the Christmas tree, so I'll go through those quickly. So you've got a rocket, similar to the one that was in, I think, Series 21's minifigures, or maybe Series 20, I can't remember, but no NASA printing on the side. A little trumpet build, which I think is actually really nice. It's well done. It's essentially just two little clips and a binocular piece. So that works well. You've got a small little model of a house and a car and a tree. So I'm guessing that's a little sort of kids play set type thing. I also really like the colours here. The fact that they've used sort of the 4 bright colours. A small purple present with a yellow bow. This one's quite nice, the fact that it's got that texture to it. And a flower bow on the top as well. And then a very simple 1x1 brick with a flower stud on the top as well. The lanterns in the set are like a pearlescent colour inside. They look quite good. I'm not sure whether this is a new print for the letter. I quite like the stamp on there. It definitely looks updated from before. I think the letterbox mini build is good, although not very UK based. That's a very American thing, I feel. So the set itself comes with a little tree, tiny little birdhouse there, and this was essentially meant to be like a tree without leaves on, and this is the branches covered in snow, even though it looks like white leaves. You've got a bird on the windowsill. I really love this tiny little snowman on the side. The bell details are really nice as well. A couple more of those lanterns outside with the pearlescent cylinders. And this is where I think this set really excels, when I turn it round. So you're used to sets where you can't really see inside. So this is the biggest selling point for me of this set, is how open it is and how easy access it is to all of the bits, and even to the point where they've made it so this falls down. It comes right down here so you can get into there and play. They've really thought about how to play with this set. So we've got a lot of details in here. We've got the table and chairs, which I think are stunning. I mean, that red detail and the runner on there is really beautiful. There's a pot plant that I can't remember where it goes. I'm going to go with it goes there. That's fallen off. And even to the fact that they've got a light above that. Again, it's showing how open this is. In the little girl's bedroom, there's like a little planet, because she's very much into space, as you can see by her space poster. She's got a little letter here. It says, "Dear Santa," so she hasn't sent that off yet. So who knows what she's going to be getting for Christmas. I'm not entirely sure how you get up to her bedroom. There's like a little guard here. So you just have to imagine that there's steps, I think. And you also have to imagine that the rest of the house would have the bedrooms for the parents, because there is just the one bed. And she does fit in the bed. And she's a shorter minifigure, so that the parents wouldn't fit in that bed. So it's definitely hers. So you've also got a little chair by the fire. And you can see the fireplace detail. There's a fire in the fire, which is a bit of a play feature for later. I'll show you. There's 3 stocking builds, which look pretty good. A clock on the mantelpiece, as well as some candlesticks. And then a really cute family photo. Kind of those vintage style ones that you can get. One of the key new pieces for this set is on the table here. You can see those holiday cookies, they're referring to them as. So they're covered in sprinkles and they're really cool. So I need to get me some more of those. Inside the kitchen, you've got a sink, a cooker. It also comes with a little mixer, which is quite well made, and a loaf of bread on the side. And another detail of this set is that they've, well, supposedly in the book it said that they've hidden presents all over the build, just to mimic the way that that's kind of what adults do. They hide the presents away from the children, and that's why this is up here, this present. But I can't think of any other presents that they've hidden. I didn't spot any while we were... Oh, in fact, maybe this is a bit that Ian did. I have spotted. If you take that out, there's one behind the chair there, next to the fireplace. So this is the play feature. So here's Santa, who I'll talk about in a minute. He essentially goes straight down the chimney, and he's meant to come flying out the bottom, which he does with a little bit of help. I think sometimes he works fine and sometimes he does not. Yeah, if the fire's not in the way, because it just flips out the way, he'll go flying down. But I think if it's up... Oh, there we go. He just needs to have a bit more momentum to push it out the way. Not the quietest way to enter the house, but hopefully he still gets in undetected. Apparently also, if he gets stuck in the chimney, you can just take the top half of the chimney off. So that's quite handy. I don't think any other bits come off. No. So just that top bit. There it goes. Now, on the box though, it does show him holding his sack going down the chimney. I can't work out a way for that to happen. Oh no, it does. I'll let them off. When we first tried, we couldn't get him down, but you got to angle it just right, and down he goes. So that's fine. We'll let them off. So there's just one final detail that I find a little bit confusing about this set, and that is that on the box, it's quite clearly 18 plus, but in the other side, it seems to imply it's a family build. Maybe that's just saying it's you can do this with 2 people, but they're kind of contradiction, because those show smaller people, so under 18s. And of course, this bit, I think none of it seemed too tricky. Some of the techniques for some of the roof bits were hard to sort of a bit fiddly to get on. But I think it doesn't seem like an 18 plus to me. Right, let's show you the minifigures. Okay, minifigure number 1 is Santa. He's got the traditional sack there, but they have reworked this, so it's now got dual moulded legs, so he's got the big boots, which is the first time they've done that. He's also got a new face. There you go. Just the one face. And his torso, sorry about the headless Santa, is also been updated, so the print is quite nice there and gives him a good belly, nice fluffy, fleecy edge to his coat. So he's looking pretty good. Next up, we've got the mum. She's got the purple torso, little necklace, bit of back printing just to give her some shape, which I feel like Lego are doing more often these days, to give a few more curves and silhouettes in, but I don't know if they really need to be doing that. Little teacup. And I love this hairpiece. It's not a new one, but I always find the detail in all those plaits and curls really good. Very happy face, and even happier if you turn around. She's super happy there. But then it's Christmas, so of course she will be. Next up, we've got the dad. He's got a very happy tash face there, and then a slightly less happy, maybe a bit perturbed face at the back. And I love his hair, with this sort of receding hairline. So he's got quite a lot of hair, but not in the places that he probably wants it. He's got the scarf piece on, and under there you've got the sort of Christmas jumper, bit kind of brown. It's not very exciting colour, and no detail at the back. And then I think this is my favourite minifigure from the set. It's this little girl. She's got quite a happy face there, or a sleeping face, because obviously she'll be tucked up in bed. And she's got the most beautiful pyjamas on. Teal coloured, covered in snowflakes, pocket detail. Same at the back with the snowflakes. And then she's got the short legs, sort of matching colour. So she's really cool. So I'm really glad I picked this up day one. I always get very impatient about the Winter Village sets. I am a bit worried that we have no room in our permanent Winter Village, the one that's in our Lego City all year round. Even though we're going to be extending upwards, which I will hopefully show you in a couple of weeks, there's just still not going to be room for all of the builds that I want to do, that I've been talking about for ages. Especially now that this is going to go in there as well. But hopefully I'll have enough space for all the Winter Village sets downstairs for the Christmas display. So I'll maybe have to rotate them in and out of the Winter Village upstairs, or just bring them out at Christmas. But I would recommend going and picking this up. Again, don't forget, if you want to pick it up, to check out my affiliate links in the description below. That would really help out the channel, mean that I can buy a little bit more Lego to boost up the city. So have you already picked up the Santa's Visit set? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't, are you going to? Also, don't forget to check out our Winter Village playlist, which I'll link up for you now. It's all the Winter Village sets bar the post office, which we still have not got, and how we display them every year, so it's worth taking a look. And also don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.